Okay, so that's the only difference. And you can see that in Dev C++, you're welcome. In Dev C++, we have system pause right here, the statement right here, system pause. But in this one, in the online version, we just have return 0. This is the return value. There's nothing to return. So that's why it says return 0. And you can see that what I've said before, some of the version doesn't. This version has int main on the data type for the main program. Same thing for the Dev C++, we have int main. Some doesn't have one. Okay, now let's try to see. Some of the syntax, some of the line that we did last time. Let me see. Where is that? All right. Okay. Comment. Let's say I put something like this. Comment / star, and then let's say this one is on the upper part. / star and standard input output. Okay, now you can see that the comments, the color of that comment is blue. The letter is blue. Okay, and then if I press F9, oh, because I didn't close this window, close it first. Close. Okay, and then press F9, and you can see that the comment is not displayed in the black console. Okay, one other method to comment is you can use double /. So this is line comment. Let's say F9, same thing. So the comment is not displayed. All right, now what if I have something like this? All right, what if I have something like this and I just just write some random sentence. All right, so I don't want this to be displayed, of course, because if I want it to be displayed, I need to put it into a printf function. Okay, so there are two ways. One, you can use a line comment. Line comment is this /. Okay, this one. And I can also have something that I have shown you just now, which is this kind of comment, /*. You can see that the whole thing is blue, and then I closed it with star and then /. So if I have like a paragraph of comments, it's better to use this method. But if I have only one line of comment, then it is better just to use the double /. All right, any questions so far?
Betul nak tanya. Kalau apa nak buat new line untuk komen tu kena letak n tu ke?
New line, yes. You need to put the /n. /n. Inilah /n.
Okay, thank you, Doktor.
Okay, sama. So let's say I put a double this one. So you can see that this is like pressing enter twice. Pressing enter and then enter. See, there's a like double space. The output has double space. Okay, now, if you look at the module, did every one of you have downloaded the module that I have uploaded online? Orang dah ni ke? Dah download ke modul?
Dah, doktor.
Hah?
Dah download.
Dah download eh? Okay. Kita buat revision exercise sikit. If you go to, let me see, where is my file? Mana modul ni? Tak jumpa kat sini, tak apalah, nanti saya nanti bila kita jumpa ni. Kenapa saya punya nota hilang Sekejap hold on a second. Saya punya file ni. Saya tak pasti kenapa dia hilang. Sekejap saya pause dulu. Okay, so what I've said just last time that we need to write our program efficiently, meaning that if you have really long, statement or expression, try to express the expression in brief. For example, let's say this one, same thing. I just want to repeat what we have mentioned before. Okay, so this one, instead of writing into the next line, you can just say this is equals to 10. So money, this is equals to 2.21, and everything should be terminated by semicolon. Letter A double pi 2.01 e to the 6. In some cases, it doesn't matter if you write a big E or small e. You can also write small e, that is also acceptable. And you can see that the output right here, which is on the right upper corner. Okay, just be brief. Okay, now we also said about this one, hashtag define. This is for, especially for constant identifiers. And you can see the difference between define, hashtag define, and then assignment. So what we have done before, let's say float RC equals an area. So if I say R equals to 0.1, and then C equals to whatever that is, 2.0, and then I say area equals to R squared times pi. Okay, so this is assignment. If you have just one equal symbol, that means assignment in C. That doesn't mean equality. It means assignment. So the difference between equality and assignment, we are going to talk about that later, but I just want to say that this is an assignment. This is an equality. What are the difference? The difference is that this one, we replace the previous value, but this one is it's either going to be true or false. So the difference in terms of its relationship. All right. Now, the next thing that I want to say right here is that C programming is line by line execution. So for example, if you have something like this, float R, no, let's use another one. Let's say float G. Okay, and then I say G equals to 9.816, something like that. This is okay, this is acceptable because you declare first and then you assign the value. You declare the data type first and then assign the value. But you cannot do something like this. Let's say G equals to 9.816. And then you say float T equals to float T. So you cannot assign without declare the variable first. Remember that. Declare the variables, then assign the value. Because without declaration, the computer doesn't know what kind of data type that you are going to use. Okay, any question on that? Okay, so I think that's quite clear. All right, now, operation, mathematical operation in C. So I hope that you know what does it mean by this one, multiplication. So you multiply that up. System resources. Okay, I need to close some of my this one. Video. Okay, multiplication. Multiplication is from your keyboard. This is the shift star function. Just shift star and then multiplication. Division, backslash, addition, just addition, subtraction, and modulus. What does it mean by modulus? So we are going to talk about that there. Okay, this one. Okay, example, A equals to 2 plus 3, that's easy. B equals to 1 minus 3, so A and B are integers. X equals to X times Y. So X, what's the value of X right here? This is from the previous one. Because remember what I've said just now, C programming, or any kind of C programming, C++, and so on, it is line by line execution. Modulus, this is also something that is called the remainder. Not remainder, something that is remain. Baki, macam kita buat long division, like what we did in long division. Okay. Maybe I can show you some example. Let's say, this one is easy, multiplication, X times Y, just multiplication and addition. Remainder, the remainder is something like this. Let's say I have 10 divided by 2. Okay, let me see. 10 divided by 2, the value is 5. Okay. And if you see like this, 10 divided by 2, you say 5, 10, and the value right here is 0. So the remainder, this is the value when you say 10 divided modulus 2, that is going to be 0. The balance is 0. Baki dia kosong. The remainder is 0. Let's say something like this. X equals to 3, Y equals to 2. Okay, and then I say X divided by 3 and x divided by y. Okay, 3 divided by 2, that is going to be 1. Why I say 1? Because this one is integer. Integer is like a floor function. Remind me if I went over the time. Okay, so x divided by y equals to 1, and x modulus y is also 1. So 3 divided by 2, there is a balance of 1. If I say integer x, y. It's not equal. That is the answer. Okay, any question? No question. I'm going to just go. Okay, which one will be evaluated first? So this is also from your primary school, masa sekolah rendah dulu. Anything inside the parenthesis is number 1. So you evaluated anything that is inside. Same thing, for example, if I have something in parentheses, nested parentheses, okay. So what you need to do first is you need to evaluate anything on the left. So from right here to here. From left to right. This one first evaluated, and then the next one is this one on the right. Okay, and anything, if you have multiplication, division, or modulus, this is the second evaluation after you have evaluated something in the parentheses. Okay, for example, in this case, I have 2 parentheses. Okay, and then this one, say something like that. Okay, so the thing there is I need to evaluate this one first, this one, and this one. So number 1, 2, 3, the order of your evaluation. And after that, this is number 4 and number 5. Because why? Because this is on the same level. Multiplication and modulus is on the same level of preference. So it will be from left to right, from left to right. Unless, let's say I have something like this. Plus and minus. So plus and minus is the last thing that is to be evaluated. And these two are on the same level. They are on the last part. They are the last evaluator. So what you can do is the same thing. You can do 1, 2 in the second parenthesis, in the third parenthesis, and then 4 and 5, so because they are on the same level. But if I have something like this, okay, and this is minus, and this is division, now I cannot do like that. Now I need to change my order of evaluation. So this one should be number 4, and this one the subtraction should be number 5. Subtraction is my last step. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah, doctor.
Okay, so I just want to repeat what I have said. Number 1 is anything in the parentheses. first.
Doctor,
Yes,
can you explain how to put the percentage symbol again?
percentage symbol. Shift and
Yeah.
then shift number 5 in your keyboard.
No, I mean, what does it do?
Oh, what does it do? Okay, after this.
Okay, okay.
So number 1 is parentheses evaluated first, and then multiplication, multiply, subtract, not subtraction, multiplication, division, and also the modulus. And the rest is plus or minus. Okay, now let's see this one. Example, write a program that adds 3 integers in and print their, see that one, print their sum. Okay, so let's try, I want to ask you, what is the value of the output?
The value is 6.
6, that's easy, right? So because 1 plus b plus c, 1 plus 2 plus c is just 6. 1 plus 2 is 6, 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. So the output is 6. Okay, now let's look at this one. Let's try to guess the output.
The output should be 28.
Yes, so 28, that's easy. You don't have to even use calculator, just use your brain. Congak je. Okay, so for expression 1 is 4, so it should be 4 times 7, which is 28. Okay, now this one.
It will be 8, doctor.
9 actually.
9. My bad.
Okay, so it will be
9.
45 divided by 5. So that's 9. Okay. Let's see. What happened if I change the order? What happened if I change the order? I say divisor divided by the dividend.
It will then be 1 over 9. No.
No.
0.
0, yes, 0. Now, why? Okay, let me explain this. Have you heard about the floor function? Greatest integer function.
No.
No, doctor.
Okay. Saya belajar. Pernah nampak ni dalam kalkulus. Mungkin awak tak ingat kot. Okay, tak apa. Okay, why is it 0? Okay, the thing is, 45 divided by 5 is 9. But if you say 5 divided by 45, that is 1 over 9. So what is the value of 1 over 9 in terms of decimal point?
Uh, 0.1111.
0.111111. Okay. So a repetition of 0.111111 infinity. Okay. Now you see that this one, dividend and divisor, are integers. Does integer has decimal?
No, Doctor.
Tak ada. Integers dia tak ada decimal. Dia macam just a whole number. 10. It's not 10.0. 10.0 is not integer. Let's say 1, 2, 3. Something that is like natural number. That is integer. Okay. So in that case, since this thing is, since you declare those two variables are integers, so therefore it cannot take this decimal value. So it will only take the first value, which is 0. So the value in this case is 0.
Doktor nak tanya.
Hmm.
Maksudnya yang daripada awal tadi tu masa 3 divide by 2 pun dia akan jadi 1 lah kan? Dia tak akan
Yes.
jadi 1 point something.
Yes, dia akan jadi satu saja.
1.5 sorry.
1. It should be 1.5, but it will be just 1. Contoh 1.999. 1.9 pun sama juga. It will not rounded the number. It will just take the integer value, not the decimal value. Ada cara nak ubah, tapi nanti kita pergi ke examples. Okay, now let's see this one. If I'm using this modulus operator. Now, if you try to use this, what's the value of the remainder of this one? So let's try to calculate together. So 99 and this one, is there, can you just say 1? You cannot, right? So this is 0. If you put 1, you cannot evaluate this one. Okay, so this should be 0 and then 99. So the remainder of this one is 99. There's no way that you can divide that directly. If you use integer, by the way, usually a remainder operator is used for integer. And this one, what's the remainder of that one? 13 divided by 4. So that will be 3 and 12 and 1. So the value is this one, 1. Okay, how about this one? 27 divided by 6.
3.
3. Okay, ada yang apa ni?
Would it be 4?
Yang ni, yes. So let's try again. 4. Cuba tengok yang ni. Kita check 27 divided by 6. So berapa yang ni punya ni? 20.
4.
Yang paling dekat apa dia? 4 darab 24 kan. So 4 divided by 24. So
4
the
ada.
remainder is 3. Yeah. 4. So the remainder right here is 3. 4 divided by 8. 0 and 0. 4. Alright. So contoh kat sini. Contoh kat sini. 8 divided by 2. Not divided. 8 modulus 2 returns 0. Why? Because 8 divided by 2 is 4. And there's no remainder. Same thing for 5 divided by 5. So now you understand the value. Okay, now this one. Let's see this one. Guess the output. This is quite long. I think we can do this. Okay. Let's see. Let me try to, because we don't have much. Okay, output equals to A times B minus, let me ask you about the order first. Okay, which one is evaluated? Okay, now let's see, A equals to 8, B, X, and Y. Okay, let me write this one. So out, everything is integer. Everything in this thing is integer. A times B is 8 times 7. Okay, minus X is what? X is 10 modulus 3. Okay, what's the answer?
$55.
50?
55.
55, yes, because 8 times 7. Now, let me explain because somebody might be new for this one. So let's try to evaluate which one first. So this one is number 1. Okay, and then this one. Then this is number 2. And last thing is this subtraction. So 8 times 7 is 56. And 10 modulus 3 is 1. And minus that 1, so that is going to be 55. Okay, if you cannot do this on the spot, you can just do something like this. 10 divided by 3, okay, 3 and then 9, it will be 1. So take this value. And the way that is faster is something like this. If you want to evaluate, let's say odd, not odd. Let's say it's like this. Okay, even modulus odd, it is always 1. Even number, modulus odd numbers is always 1. Or something, yeah. Even number, modulus, let's say 4 modulus 3 is 1, 5 modulus 2 is also 1. You can just check that one. So the most easier thing that is easy to remember is even number divided by odd number is always equals to 1. And even number, modulus even number, it's the same. You can understand that it will be 0. Even and even, it will be 0. For example, 4 and 2, 4 modulus 2, it will be 0. But it depends on which one is bigger. That is just general rules, but it depends on the value of that number as well. But I'm telling you, this is just the general rule. All right, now let's see the next example. X divided by y, x divided by y, what is x? X 10 divided by y times b is 7, modulus a is 8, plus x is 10 minus us, y is 7, y is 3. So right here is 3, I didn't write 3. 3 times b, 3 times b is 7. Okay, now what's the output?
-8.
-8. Any other answer? Ada jawapan lain?
Also
Salah
negative
sebab
8.
saya pun tak ingat jawapan dia berapa, tapi saya tak ingat, tapi tak ada masalah. Kita check, kita nak check betul ke tak. Okay, now first of all, let's try to evaluate which one will be evaluated first. Okay, kalau tengok kat sini, kita ada, if you look at this one, we have the division, multiplication, modulus. So this one, you need to evaluate from left to right. Okay, from left to right. And we have plus, berhenti dulu kat sini, and then you need to evaluate these two. So this is number 1 evaluation, and this is number 2 evaluation. Okay, number 1 evaluation, 10 divided by 3. 10 divided by 3, the value is? Remember, these are integers. 10 bagi 3, jawapan dia berapa? Macam 0.
0.
0, 10 bagi 3.
3.
Yes, 3. Sebab apa? Sebab dia 10 divided by 3 is 3.33333. So take the integer value, not the decimal. Discard the decimal value. Kita buang yang decimal tu, yang titik perpuluhan tu. So this will be, these two is 3. 3 times 7, 21. 21 modulus 8 sama berapa?
5.
5. So awak kira sendiri, saya tak nak check lah. Tak apalah, nanti awak check balik. 5. And then plus 10 minus 21. So 15 tolak 21. Jadi ke 6 ke? Kan minus 6.
Yes.
So minus 6. Okay. Kemungkinan tadi siapa kata minus 6 saya ni. So betul ke 21 modulus 8 sama dengan 5. So 21 modulus 8. Betul lah 5. Okay. So betul lah. It will be 2 to 16. 5. So reminder dia 5. So the answer is minus 6. All right. Now last evaluation. Okay. Last evaluation X modulus Y, modulus B, modulus A. I also don't remember this one. So X modulus Y is 10, modulus 3, modulus B, what is B? 7, modulus A is 8. So the same thing, because we have of the same order, you need to evaluate this from left to right. 10 modulus 3 is 1. Something like that. Okay, 1 modulus 7.
1.
1.
1 modulus 8.
0.
Okay, let's check. 1 modulus, let me see. Okay, discard that. All right, now we have some, okay, now. Sekejap. Kenapa jadi macam ni pula? Oh, kenapa dia sekejap saya punya browser ni macam tak betul sikit. Kita guna benda lain. Okay, now let's check. Jom kita check. All right. Okay. Okay. X. Yeah. Apa tadi? Kita berhenti kat mana tadi? Okay, X. Tadi 3. 10. Mana 10? So this is 3. Is it? Sorry. Bukan 3. 1 kan?
H1 doctor.
Apa dia?
H1.
1 Dr. 1.
1.
1. Yeah. Tak. Cuma sekejap saya. This one. Okay, that is 1. Yeah, 1. Sebab dia modulus. And then this one 1 modulus dengan apa tadi? 7. Okay. So 0 divided
1.
by 7. You cannot do the division, so just this is just also equals to 1. 1. Kenapa 7 pula? So that is also 1. Because you can, there's no way you can see this. So 1. B is okay. A 1 divided by, not divided. Say 1 modulus 8 is also 1. You cannot divide. So just take the remainder of that. So the value is 1. Alright. Yang ni pun tak ada, biasanya awak dah boleh tahu. Okay. Cuma nak hilangkan benda ni. Sekejap Okay. Let's say this one, modulus sum is divided by, okay. Modulus right here is a float. The data type of modulus is a float. Okay, and you can see how it is printed for output. The modulus of percentage D by 10 is percentage F, sum and modulus. Okay, so this one is to display the symbol for percentage. And this one is the specifier for the first entry, which is right here, sum. So sum is an integer. By 10 is modulus F. F is a float for the second entry, which is modulus. So you can expect that the output looks like this, the modulus of something something by sum is what? Sum is 50. By 10 is modulus something something. Okay, now we need to see what's the value of this. So you can see that this is 0, right? 50 divided by 1, 50 divided by 10, and 5 and 1, that is 0. So there's no reminder, so it will be 0.000000. It will be 6 zeros. Okay, why is it 6? Because this is how the format output for float. Okay, now if you want to have, let me see, if I just want to have only two of this, what you can do is for the float and also for the double data type, what can I do is you can change this one into 0 percentage and then 0.2f. So meaning that you are specifying only 2 decimal numbers, not the whole decimal numbers. For another example, if you put it as double, it will be longer, 0.000 until 13 number of zeros. You don't want that too long. So you just cut it, and just put it into 2 decimal points. Okay. Any questions so far? So I think that at this point, you need to, one is the most important thing is, one is how the way you declare your variable, please be careful because in most cases, I've seen that people are using integer as their data type, but when they do division, the output will be wrong. Because why? Because the integer doesn't take into account the decimal numbers. Okay, number one. Number two is the thing that you need to know is the modulus. I think division, multiplication, and so on is not a problem. And I don't think it's going to be a problem because let's say usually you are going to have open book. So if it's open book, then you don't have to worry about how the operation is going to be evaluated. You just plug into your C programming and then there you go. You don't have to think a lot about that. But you need to understand the process. You need to understand the process for evaluation, which one comes first and then which ones come later. And multiplication, division, and so on. I think that's easy. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, now next time, we are going to use this one. I think this is easy. Okay, now, okay, this is easy, but if you look at just, you can try to exercise in your programming. Okay, what I want to share about is this one. Remember that I've said about integer. Okay, how to change if I want to take it as the decimal point as well. Okay, now we can see that x and y are integers and result 2 is a float. And result 2 is a float, and then this one are integers. So if you want to change so that the decimal point will be also evaluated, so you need to do something like this: float x and y. So you say that this is a float. The division right here is a float. So therefore, if let's say 8.3, let's say without the float, that will be just 2.333, I think. So that is going to be 2. But if you take and then write something like this, okay, so it will take also the decimal value. Okay, so this is how you can change. But you can see in most cases, it is better to use float unless integer is used for number of people, because there's no way that you can divide people unless you're a bad person. So you cannot divide people into half. So you use integers. Other thing for material or something like that, you use integers. But for example, for marks, value of money, and so on, you use float. So it depends on what you are going to use, and please be careful. Okay, so I think we can stop at this point, and next time we are going to go for this one. increment and decrement, and also the logic operator.